This is Eagle Owl, and today I'll be talking about Joy Taylor saying this major jump or this major leap is somewhat unrealistic for Jalen Hurts. Not in a negative way, but I will let Joy Taylor explain it. But let's get straight into it.
Hey, what's up? It's Mauro Jamel. Shout out to Eagle Owl, the biggest Eagles fan out there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Alright, so while I was about to make a video about Jalen Hurts, for some reason this showed up in my algorithm when about Jalen Hurts, just about this major jump or major leap, and I love reacting to Joy Taylor. I love reacting to Joy Taylor because she just say a lot of things I agree with. But let's go ahead and play this clip of this unrealistic expectation of Jalen Hurts just to make this major jump.
No, I don't think the expectations are too high because he was paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
He was given the franchise. He is the face of the franchise. He is the future of the franchise. He is the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep.
Signed. This is your job now. The expectation is delivered. But I say trees don't go to the sky because how much better could you expect him to be? A big leap to who? Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes is the only player that was better than him at his position last year. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. You had the second best quarterback in the league in the Philadelphia Eagles last year. So a jump to what? He was an all-pro, Shady.
Hard to do.
Hard to do. He played in the Super Bowl and was one or two plays away from winning the Super Bowl. He was an MVP finalist. Really, probably only lost the MVP because he got injured. So when you say a major jump, like how much better could you possibly expect him to be? Which is why I tend to lean towards the expectations are unrealistic or too much, not because he shouldn't have expectations, but realistically, what are you talking about? How much better could he possibly be? Now, that said, I expect him to be as good as he was last year. And really, that's what he's being paid to do.
Yeah.
He was in the Super Bowl last year. That's really all you can ask. You can't win the Super Bowl unless you get there. And he has the capability of getting there and playing well enough throughout the season to take a team there. So that's a lot. Yes, he should have expectations. No, the expectations shouldn't be that he's better than Patrick Mahomes.
Shady.
Alright, so that's Joy Taylor talking about the major jump thing. And one of the things they kept mentioning, or a lot of people mentioning to me, is like, well, he got to become a better pocket passer or make more passes from the pocket. And I said in my last video, people was hitting me up personally, like, what are you talking about? Jalen Hurts is one of the best from the pocket. I'm like, I'm telling you, I seen the chart, I seen the stat. He was one of the best in the pocket. And look, here go the numbers. And this just happened to trend on Twitter. Completion percentage was first. 20 of 4, he was second in that. And what, passer rating, he was first. These are just pocket passing. Now, to me, the thing, it's tweaks that he can make, but it's not really a major jump. Like Joy Taylor said, what, the major jump ahead of Patrick Mahomes? I mean, I'm not saying that's unrealistic, but a major jump to jump past Patrick Mahomes? I don't know about that. People are like, well, his passing yards need to go up or his passing touchdowns need to go up. So he was 22 of 6. He had 3,700 yards, which was 10th after missing 2 games. So that's still really good to me. He played those 2 games. And then that last meaningless Giants game, if he take those 3 games serious, he's over 4,000 yards and probably at 28 touchdowns. But I don't know if these people really watch the games, but I believe he sat out the Steelers game because we was blowing them out, the Tennessee Titans game because we was blowing them out, and the Giants game, the first time we played them at their home, we was blowing them out. And then that that second Giants game, the last game of the season, it was not really a serious game. So that's like 4 meaningless games or 4 games he technically didn't finish because we was doing our thing. We were doing our thing, whereas though these other teams, they are stat packed, and that's why shout out to Lord Brunson. That's why sometimes the statistics game can be a bit tricky because they're like, well, this person had 30 touchdowns, or this person did this person did that. Whereas though they were stat padding, like, okay, why were they still in the game if they was up 30-10? Like, pull them. I don't know, but we just not into that stat pattern. We about winning in general. I mentioned the Packers game. Okay, they doing really well in coverage, but they leaving wide open lanes for Jalen Hurts to run. And he took what the defense gave him, and it's about winning the games, and that's what I love about Jalen Hurts and also the coaching staff. And to me, honestly, the improvement really needs to come from the coaching staff, because I honestly thought they ran Jalen Hurts too much. I believe he should have had more plays in the pocket. I think they ran him too much. I think Colin Cowherd said the same thing. Like, honestly, they ran him too much. And, you know, this other thing had came out, which I like and hate at the same time, which is really weird. He was first, or I don't know how to rank this, first in checkdown rate, or last in checkdown rate. I don't know how to say it, but it was at a 3.4%. That's really good to look at. That means that he's really launching the ball. He's not just checking it down, dinking and dunking. But I don't want him to be first in this statistic, or to have the least amount of checkdowns, because that let me know a little bit that something's not right with our screen game and with our running backs catching the ball and our short passing game. To be honest, it should be times we should check it down, and that's one of the things I hate about Shane Steichen offense, is that it was long developing routes where it should have been hot routes. And Jalen Hurts sometimes had to move out the pocket, do this, do that. The pocket is collapsing because these routes are taking too long to develop. Now, Miles Sanders don't have the best hands in the world, but come on, man. You got to check it down sometimes. You got to get the screen game going sometimes. Yes, this is a great stat to argue with people with, but you want to be like 9th or 8th in this thing, because 9th and 8th is like, okay, I'm checking it down, but not too much. Whereas though I'm a game manager, I'm doing just enough. I'm doing a little bit of check down. I'm throwing it deep. I'm throwing it mid tier. But to be first, that lets you know the routes were too long to develop. Too long. But that's all I got about this on Jalen Hurts, man. I think it'll be more check downs. I think he get more yards, more touchdowns, and I think his rushing stats go down a bit, because he's going to become more of a pocket passer. And he was one of the best in the league in pocket passing. One of the best. But sometimes that coaching staff did not do Jalen Hurts any favors. But hey, man, what do you think, and how do you feel about the news? Joy Taylor giving her opinion. I'm giving my opinion. But this is Eagle Al. I'm out.